This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Popular Tales from the Norse by Sir George Webb Dasent. Section 1. Notice to the second edition. The first edition of these tales being exhausted, and a demand having arisen for a second, the translator has thought it right to add 13 tales, which complete the translation of Asbjornsen and Moe's collection, and to strengthen the introduction by working in some new matter, and by working out some points which were only slightly sketched in the first edition. The favor with which the book was welcomed makes it almost a duty to say a word here on the many kind and able notices which have been written upon it. Duties are not always pleasant, but the fulfillment of this at least gives no pain, because, without one exception, every criticism which the translator has seen has shown him that his prayer for gentle readers has been fully heard. It will be forgiven him, he hopes, when he says that he has not seen good ground to change or even to modify any of the opinions as to the origin and diffusion of popular tales put forth in the first edition. Much indeed has been said by others for those views. What has been urged against them, with all kindness and good humor, in one or two cases, has not availed at all to weigh down mature convictions deliberately expressed after the studies of years, backed as they are by the researchers and support of those who have given their lives to this branch of knowledge. And now, before the translator takes leave of his readers for the second time, he will follow the lead of the good godmother in one of these tales, and forbid all good children to read the two which stand last in the book. There is this difference between him and the godmother. She found her foster daughter out as soon as she came back. He will never know it, if any bad child has broken his behest. Still, he hopes that all good children who read this book will bear in mind that there is just as much sin in breaking a commandment, even though it be not found out, and so he bids them good-bye, and feels sure that no good child will dare to look into those two rooms. If after this warning they peep in, they may perhaps see something which will shock them. Why then print them all, some grown readers ask. Because this volume is meant for you as well as for children. And if you have gone ever so little into the world with open eyes, if you must have seen, yes, every day, things much more shocking, because there is nothing immortal in their spirit, because they are intrinsically valuable, as illustrating manners and traditions, and so could not well be left out, because they complete the number of the Norse originals, and leave none untranslated. At last, though not least, because the translator hates family versions of anything, family Bibles, family Shakespeares. Those who, with so large a choice of beauty before them, would pick out and gloat over this or that coarseness or freedom of expression, are like those who, in reading the Bible, should always turn to Leviticus, or those whose Shakespeare would open of itself at Pericles, Prince of Tyre. Such readers the translator does not wish to have. End of section 1.